you adjust your perspective to a universal view, you become a part of the fulfillment of the whole, which is God in uniqueness of you, with the power from within to create all that promotes the universal principles of righteousness. Each sign of the zodiac represents a principle of righteousness, and you have all the signs in you. Those are energies within you, okay?
Showing you the different programs that your TV sets could bring on, and then you tune into what program you want. The stars do not impel you to do anything. I'm sorry, they do not compel you to do anything. They impel you in a direction that you already want to go, and that's why you choose to follow that particular star sign. Why am I saying this? By understanding when your child came in, you will get a general tendency as to its strengths and weaknesses. Advanced souls make astrology. They do not follow astrology. They can be as different from their sign, ascending, natal, or otherwise as night and day. These souls make or break astrology. They make or break stars. They are free souls in a free will zone, and they're here to express. Astrology.
Until you understand you are people and not animals, you will act like animals and be led to slaughter. But when you awaken, you will find that your bodies, with you in it, operate differently because you have a pineal gland and a locked-in soul. To exude soul power, you have to use concentrated thought, you have to raise your vibrational rate, you have to stop eating all of the animals and all the now terminated seeds, or to the best of your kind, try to do what you can to eliminate the bad results of eating them, if that's all the food you can get. That can be done too.
Stop that shit, because it's out of darkness comes light. The darkness is that ignorance in you, and it must become the light side. I am a light nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga of light. And I'm willing to go into darkness to get it, because that's where it exists. That's the alchemy. You don't get light from light. You get light from darkness. So why all the Baphomet and the Satan? Because that's the sciences of the darkness. That's the negative polarity that brings you to the other side of that coin. Positive polarity, Christ. You can't become the Christ until you become the devil, and they're the same thing. And not only that, Brother Phil just got finished explaining that on the last show, the bright morning sun. So if you understand, it's not dark versus light. Dark, just like hot and cold, as I pointed out in the psychomancy, is one thing. It's called temperature. And dark and light is one thing. It's called
temperature.
Right, it's light, or light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can look at it, well, black and white, or dark and illumination, if you want to say. Out of darkness comes light.
Because in the darkness is where the true self is actually running the show. The true self connected to your subconsciousness. What is subconsciousness? Well, what is consciousness? Not the slang that you're dealing with this information, just that you're aware. Subconsciousness is a subordinate awareness. That nickname is called the dark side. Your subordinate awareness is the dark side. Now, when you get into the occult, you're dealing with the power of that subordinate dark awareness. Of how not only just to manipulate, how you can be manipulated to manipulate others, but there is a hidden culture which is called occult. Hidden culture that you can tap into for power, and it expands beyond just your ego and pulling yourself up by your bootstraps and your willpower to get shit done.
The reality is there's only one entity that can save you, and that's yourself. So me understanding that at the core, I don't sell any false tickets of hope. Only a reality. And the reality is no one can save you but yourself. So the only thing I can do is hope to help with tools that you can save yourself in. So it's not true progress. True progress, if we're trying to figure out reality here, then you need to hear what's real. And we need to talk about our condition in a very real way. So I'm dedicated to that.
We are the key and have control of the key turn to make it work right or to make it malfunction. That's what will is. See, what lends you accessibility to God's is divine will. You can choose to be a fool or to be wise. You can choose to be a god or to be a demon. Demos simply means spirit. That doesn't mean good spirit or bad spirit. That means spirit. You choose to do what is right, or you choose to do what's wrong, but you're still demos either way. In other words, the demon is in the church doing right or wrong, but he in there both ways.